Okay, what's up, guys? We're going to be doing the big C.Viper breakdown. We're going to be analyzing the footage frame by frame and talking about absolutely everything. What's up, Mir?
Hello.
You excited? You got
Hello,
your
I'm
notes?
here. Oh yeah, I got my notes.
So C.Viper is going to be a very technical, complex character, so there'll obviously be a lot for us to yap about. However, TGS is going on right now, and there's a lot of pros playing her and giving us information. We even have her move list, and there's also some gameplay footage of her already, so that's going to help us out a lot and give you guys more information. Before we get started too, Mir, I just want to mention that, damn dude, C.Viper, I'm really blown away by how faithful Capcom brought her into Street Fighter 6, and she completely maintained every tool she has from Street Fighter 4, but more. They gave her more, which is just wild to me. So super exciting if you're a C.Viper fan. So right off the bat in the trailer, Mirror, it's introducing two core mechanics about C.Viper that makes her such a technical character. Now we can sit here and talk about this one spot for like hours. So let's just kind of briefly go over it, and then the trailer is going to give us a ton of examples, and we'll just add on to these mechanics. So we start off with the feint, and then we see the super jump. So let's just talk about the super jump first. It's actually called high jump, but just bear with me, guys. I'm going to be calling it super jump. It's just engraved in my brain. So the super jump is going to allow C.Viper to do just that, do a really, really high jump. As far as I know, Mir, she can't do it backwards. She can only do it straight up and forwards. And the input for the super jump is down up or sliding down to up. If you guys play any tag fighters, you guys will be really familiar with this input. This is going to allow C.Viper to approach the opponent in unique ways that no other character can. She's going to have a lot of ambiguous jumps because of this. As you can see with Ed right here, she crosses him up even from round start. She'll be able to manipulate that with her other aerial attacks. You'll see soon, too, that her drive rush looks a little on the slow side. So this will actually be her main way to approach the opponent. A unique thing about her super jump, which she also had in Street Fighter 4, is that it's going to cost meter this time around.
Yeah, so you can see, especially in this low-down footage, C.Viper glows red before
right here.
the super jump happens. That's our cue that she's using a super jump. As you mentioned before, this is quite important for Viper, and we're going to talk about it later, but this super jump can be canceled into special moves. And she's unique because she has certain moves that can only be canceled into super jumps. So basically that allows her to cancel things that are not normally cancelable. You know? Like, it's part of the execution that makes her interesting, or at least a lot of people enjoy about her, right? So they brought that back. So, we're going to see it a lot throughout the trailer, which is why I'm mentioning it now. Every time you see her glow red like that, it means that there's a super jump cancel or the super jump happening, which is quite important.
Yeah.
To add onto what you were saying, the high jump specifically costs 1 bar of drive gauge. And this is unique to her again, because as far as I can tell, there's no other characters that has anything like that for 1 bar.
As far as I know.
Luke can do extensions to his OD moves for 1 bar. I guess Guile, actually, now I think about it, for his stupid OD cross. But but it's the only characters can do that are it's them, and they're not really like they're using it in OD moves, right?
Right,
so,
Jerry can too.
C.Viper.
The chat is mentioning Jerry. But yeah, it is unique. The extended bar usage, and they did this on purpose too, guys, because like they want you to use her high jump more than using her drive rush. But coincidentally, they cost the same amount of meter. They both cost 1 bar. Now that also means that's going to add another layer to her gameplay compared to Street Fighter 4, because now Viper not only has going to be technical because of the execution requirement or the execution barrier, but now there's going to be a lot of meter management as well. She can still do the cool stuff that she can do in Street Fighter 4. However, there's going to be meter usage you have to pay attention to, since it will cost her 1 bar to do a super jump each time. Another thing too that I should mention right now as well, if you guys are concerned about that, is that she does get back a lot of her bar when she super jump cancels into a move, like drive meter wise. So don't worry about that. It won't be like, you won't be able to do these cool combos all the time kind of thing. And we'll also mention too that she has another way of maintaining this resource through her level 1 as well. So don't worry, we'll go through all this in the trailer. We're just gonna try to kind of briefly summarize. There is a lot to talk about, with these core moves with Viper. A lot.
Yeah. One last thing to mention is that the high jump being cancelable into special moves, it basically lets her do combo extensions. I'll just say that for now, and we're gonna go over them later.
Yeah.
So this is another way of keeping these combo extensions in check, because the other way that they could have done it was to maybe add extra scaling every time you try and do a super jump cancel and stuff. But they probably decided that investing meter into, like doing a really long extended combo is more intuitive, and it balances it better against the other options, like OD moves and stuff. Because if it didn't cost any meter, then there would be no reason for you to go for OD moves for combo extensions and stuff.
C.Viper, like I said, she's gonna break the rules with this super jump, which you guys are gonna see throughout this trailer. And in order for Capcom to not put it behind like a V trigger like in Street Fighter V, she has access to the super jump at all times. They're going to allow you to do all the cool stuff she can do from Street Fighter 4, but there's going to be a cost to balance it basically, because in a game like Street Fighter 6, this is going to be very, very powerful. And from the gameplay footage we've seen already, it is very, very powerful. It's very good in this game. So very scary. So the other core mechanic you'll be seeing a lot that makes C.Viper very technical is the feints. So there are 2 core special moves that you can cancel out of during the startup. And that is her Seismo, her projectile, and her Thunder Knuckle. And so during the startup, just let me know if I'm explaining this correctly, Mir. She will do a quick sparking animation. So I run this freeze frame right here. This is her doing her Seismo. And you can actually distinguish which special move she is canceling. So you see she raises her fist, and you'll hear a ching sound, and you'll see the flash. During this window, you can press the kick button to cancel the special move, and she'll do a feint instead. So it looks like she's about to do her Seismo, the projectile move, but instead she cancels it by pressing kick, and then instead she does a super jump. So there is a lot of layers with this as well. And in Street Fighter 4, Mir, the feint used to be 2 punches, right?
The one thing that I will say about Street Fighter 4 specifically is that the mind game was built around the fact that the seismic hammer, which is the proper name of the Seismo,
yeah, you can keep correcting me on the move.
Is a projectile that actually has very long recovery to balance the fact that it hits full screen instantly, right? Like you basically select the distance based on the strength of the move that you use, and it beats other projectiles, and it's overall really strong, right? But to balance it out, it has extraordinarily long recovery. I believe like some 54, 55 frames, which is really, really long. Like you can see it and react and jump. But obviously, if C.Viper does a feint, then she can anti-air you.
Yeah.
And that was the whole mind game of canceling moves. And again, the Thunder Knuckle in Street Fighter 4 was a similar idea. If you wanted to neutral jump over it, for example, because she was going to approach with it. Then she could feint it to bait you out. We don't know the frame data in Street Fighter 6 yet, of course, but it's likely that the seismic hammer is still quite unsafe if it is whiffed. Part of what keeps her safe, basically, like this is what makes people second guess in neutral against her, because she's just always throwing out these feints, and you not actually know when the
what she's doing.
And
it's going to be very high APM too, Mir, because you're constantly doing feint, you're constantly pressing kick after every move, you're going ching ching ching, so your hands are just going to be drumming across the controller or a joystick or whatever you use. But I think Capcom changed the input to kick to make it just kind of a quality of life change. It'll be much easier for pad players too, so you don't need to like macro a button. I'm pretty sure it was 2 punch buttons. And so now you could just use your thumb. You don't have to play claw or something, so everyone can do it. But it will still be difficult to constantly hammer this kick button in between moves, because there is a timing aspect and a rhythm aspect to it. Now, besides just the feint itself being a feint, as you're going to see throughout this trailer, you're also going to be using this feint to create combos and pressure setups that you otherwise couldn't do. So it's kind of like super jump, where she's using that to kind of break the rules of the game and do things that other characters can't do with these non-stop feints. And once again, it's not just the Seismo she can feint, it's also the Thunder Knuckle. And they all have their distinguished animations, which we'll clearly see in the trailer. So yeah, these two core mechanics define C.Viper, the feints and the super jump cancel. So, like I said, we'll go through it in a lot more detail as we watch this trailer. But that's just kind of like they just started the trailer doing these 2 moves. Mirror, they're showing in the first frame of this trailer that look, this is Street Fighter 4 Viper. That's what they're telling us right away. So it's really cool. They started the trailer off this way. Anything you want to add before we go on to what she's actually doing after this, or we summarize it good? We did a good job, right?
No, I think we can go over it.
Okay.
Piecemeal as we go through.
Okay. Cool. All right. So after the super jump, she does a cross up. I thought this was a medium kick, but this is apparently a heavy kick, Mirror.
Oh, it's a heavy kick, yeah.
Oh,
you can tell by the hit stun, but also because the medium kick is shown later.
Oh no, Colleen Styles.
Yeah, this is gonna be heavy kick.
So she's got a cross up heavy kick. That's already a unique. Like
I think so in this game. Yeah, I mean, there's some body splashes.
Yeah, she does have a cross up medium kick as well, but yeah, this is crazy. So you can see it's kind of stubby, so you do have to be a little accurate with it, and using it as a jumping attack obviously won't be as strong because it's stubby, but still, it just means that C.Viper is going to be rewarded much more than other characters that will do ambiguous cross ups, and then when you tie with her super jump, I mean, damn, dude, C.Viper is going to do some nasty damage, and we saw from the gameplay footage her damage output seemed quite high, so she's hurting you pretty bad. So yeah, jump in heavy kick, man, as a cross up, very rare in Street Fighter 6.
And then another heavy kick.
And then another heavy kick.
And then the footage cut.
And I believe this standing heavy kick is special cancelable, right?
It's super jump cancelable.
Oh no,
special cancelable.
Okay, it's not normally special cancelable.
You'll see this as a trend.
Yeah,
with this character. I feel like she has 2 cancelable normals.
Yeah,
maybe 3.
Okay, so just to clarify, this is not normally special cancel. I'll have to clarify that with you.
Yeah. So the idea, again, is just to explain in case it wasn't clear. When you have a move that is super jump cancelable, what that means is that basically C.Viper can spend 1 bar of drive to do the super jump. However, before the super jump leaves the ground, right? Like you have pre-jump frames, like a normal jump in the Street Fighter engine, you can do a special move. And so basically this move that is not normally cancelable, you can turn it into a special cancelable move at the cost of 1 bar and some extra execution.
Yeah.
Basically, this is a trend that we'll see with a lot of moves.
You're like
heavy kicks
Kara canceling it. So yeah, I know it's a mouthful, guys. It's really technical, but don't worry, we'll give tons of examples so everyone can understand what's going on. So yeah, jumping heavy kick, standing heavy kick, boom. Man, that was a lot on that first frame of this trailer. Okay. All right, you ready for the next frame?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing up is command normal?
Yes, this is forward heavy kick. I believe this used to be close heavy kick, or actually not sure. It is a move in Street Fighter 4.
Okay. Yeah, so forward heavy
maybe
kick.
It also was a command normal. Actually, don't remember, but it is forward heavy kick in this game, and it is intended for with punishment. In some of the footage that we saw from TGS and the bot matches that have been posted online, like with the CPU.
Mm-hmm.
They combo after this on punish counter. I believe they get a crouching medium punch. So
you're kind of.
I think it is intended as an advancing like with punishment move because you see that she moves a little bit closer, so it probably puts her at a range where it's easier to combo afterwards.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting like Jamie forward heavy kick vibes from this a little bit. The fact that she moves forward and she looks like she's kicking up like a medium kick styles. Kind of makes it look like it'd be a good poke too, but maybe it's really minus on block.
Well, it has 2 hits, so this is definitely DI bait.
Mm-hmm.
If they know that you're doing this, DI would just absolutely maul you.
Okay. So we know that she can super jump cancel out of all of her normals except for sweep, but do we know if she can super jump cancel out of her command normals?
I mean, it would count, I suppose.
That'd be insane.
Not sure. I don't think I've seen it.
I doubt it
offhand, but we'll see.
Because otherwise, she'd be doing mad shit.
But you cannot super jump cancel or overhead for what's worth.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that's a command normal. So do you know what she combos after with this on punish counter?
Yeah, I was mentioning crouching medium punch is what I've seen being used.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it looks sick. It looks really good. All right, with punish. Yeah, we'll have to see how fast it is too. All right, next that was okay. Oh my
Uh,
god, here we go already. Okay, so she does. This is
go
crouching
ahead.
medium kick, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, it's crushing me.
Okay, so this is crouching medium kick, guys, and crouching medium kick for C.Viper is not special cancelable. However,
Right.
once again, every normal C.Viper has, besides sweep, can be super jump canceled out of. So we can tell she's doing that because, like Mir was mentioning, she flashes red. And she flashes red, that tells us she's super jump canceling, and it also tells us that this costs 1 bar to do. So she's poking and then doing a super jump cancel from it. Very cool.
Yeah. Something interesting about this crouching medium kick, and we'll see a little bit of it later, but
Yeah.
is that it's treated like many other non-cancelable crouching medium kicks, meaning that it has actually pretty good advantage on hit.
Dude, it's insane.
It better be -5 on block though.
Here, look, man, this button, this might be one of the best non-cancelable but super jump cancelable crouching medium kicks in the game.
I mean, it's cancelable with extra steps.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I swear in the TGS footage, I swear she was linking a standing light kick naturally after this, implying that it's at least +5. And she's drive rush canceling to this into crouching heavy punch. And so this crouching medium kick is insane. Like, it's really, really good. Like, you know, there are a bunch of crouching medium kicks that are very powerful that are not cancelable, like Aki or Guile or even Kimberly. But this one looks exceptional. Poor Elena, bro.
It could be quite slow. I mean, I didn't count the frames because I don't like really counting the frames in trailers. But that could be one of the reasons, one of the things that, you know, like keeps it in check. It's the speed. The range seems good.
Man, this seems so good, guys. It's so powerful. Like, even JP and Guile, like, they need, like, counter hits and stuff. But to naturally, like, this just looks like... Yeah, we'd have to see the frame advantage on block mirror. Because if it's safe on block, then holy smokes.
No, that's what I was saying. I feel like it should be unsafe, considering that she can also super jump cancel it. That would be kind of strange if it weren't.
Strange as an insane.
But having said that, you know, like Sagat's crouching medium kick is safe for some reason. So.
Hey, what do you mean for some reason? Okay, anyways. So super jump cancel.
Because Elena's isn't.
So we see her other cross up. And this is her medium kick, I'm assuming?
Medium kick, yeah.
So you can see it has a lot more.
I'm going to assume that this is a more generous hitbox.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more active.
Yeah.
So it's easier to use.
Yeah, a lot wider and could be better for just a straight up jump in as well, compared to her heavy kick, which looks a lot more stubby, but obviously, you know, a little bit less damage. But yeah, she's got 2 main cross ups in this game. Very cool. Jumping medium kick.
Yeah, and then a sweep.
Into sweep, which once again, she cannot super jump cancel it because that would be broken. And she knocks you down. I mean, it's a sweep. Can't tell how fast it is. The range looks modest. I mean, it's a sweep. It's not going to be insane.
Yeah, there's really not much to say. It's a sweep.
I mean, what I can say, guys, is that C.Viper is not really a Wootsie's character.
Far from it.
I don't think this character really cares about Nooch too much in general, but she can still play Nooch. But I don't think, you know, C.Viper is going to be sitting on the ground too much to whiff punish you with sweeps, guys. She's going to be Octane, so... Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing the sweep too often. All right. What are we seeing here, Mir?
So this is jumping heavy punch.
Weird. Her jumping heavies look weird.
I think they're intentionally crap.
Really?
So that because to compensate for the fact that one of them is a cross.
Yeah, I mean, so her jumping heavy kick is stubby, and her jumping heavy punch also looks stubby. And it doesn't even look like a good hammer mountain in the sense that it hits very vertical to hit other anti-airs. It hits like more in front of her. So, yeah, her jump-ins look a little iffy. A little iffy. We'll have to see.
I like to mention that every jumping heavy punch, well, most jumping heavy punches in the game that look like this, let's put it that way, on counter hit, they slam down. So this is exactly what's happening.
Yeah, the spike effect is cool. But it has to be counter hit, right?
Yeah. Counter hit and punish counter would give you this this sort of effect. Like I said, plenty of jumping heavy punches that they go downwards do this exact thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Now set her up for some mix-ups after. But yeah, I would imagine if these buttons aren't good for like jump ins necessarily, at least they'd probably be good for air to air since she'll be meeting the opponent in the air a lot.
I mean, I
Since
think
she'll
it
be
makes
jumping.
sense since she has more jumping range than most characters because of the high jump.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you also had really long range jumping normals, it would be very difficult to avoid
Mm-hmm.
her air approach.
Okay, cool. All right, good cross us, but it seems like a little weaker on the jump in department with her. So the
Yeah,
next thing we
you have
have,
to use the mediums.
this is a overhead, and it's
Overhead.
what,
Yeah.
4 medium punch?
Yeah, 4 medium punches. The same animation as well. I mean, obviously revamped, but it's the same animation as Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. This overhead looks insane, by the way, Mir. It looks really fast, like a 20 framer probably. It
I'm not
looks
sure.
really
Again, I
fast.
haven't counted the frames. The
Yeah,
one thing that's interesting about it is that she leaves the ground, so it's most likely going to go over lows.
yeah, and
Very
blow up
much like Rashid. I mean, obviously Rashid's goes full screen, so
and blows up and blows up throws too, probably.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's likely. Or rather, it's possible. I don't know if it is likely, but it would look a little weird if it didn't.
yeah. So Rashid has one of the best overheads in the game because he kind of leaps in the air, and
Mhm.
when he drive rushes into it, he has so much forward momentum. It's really hard to react to it, even though
Yeah,
it's not
you also
20
can use
frames.
the little tornadoes to go further.
Yeah, yeah. So with C.Viper, first off, it's a medium overhead, so it won't do too much
Yeah.
damage, but it seems like looking at the gameplay footage of her, it links very well into a lot of great combos with her. So you'll get
Mhm.
a lot of high damage output off of it. And even though her drive rush, like I said, looks a little on the slower side, you're still going to get big combos with drive rush overhead. And it looks like it works really well with her in the corner. So her overhead looks like it's really good for closing up rounds and just keep the opponent second guessing.
Yeah.
This overhead just looks like, basically what I'm saying is this overhead is definitely at least above average. It's a very good overhead for her
Yeah,
in Street
for
Fighter
sure, for
6.
sure. It's worth mentioning that Rashid's overhead, um, even though it is really strong, it's 22 frames. Probably because it's a heavy as well.
Yeah.
And this one's a medium, so I think it's likely that it is 21 or faster, as you were mentioning. It
Yeah, it's
does look
fast,
kind of
man.
fast.
At least from the naked eye. It's so gonna be so annoying too because C.Viper's pressure is really good using the feints. Like she'll be doing button feint, and then in between this she has this darn overhead she's gonna spam on you. So, yeah, she'll be pretty
It's not
frustrating to
super
defend
jump
against.
cancelable.
Yeah, she's gonna be pretty frustrating to defend against, guys. So
Mhm.
watch out for this overhead. Okay, what do we have after? We're gonna show
It's a
her forward
throw.
throw.
It's a forward throw.
Cool. I like the animation of this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a throw.
Bam! You see that flash? What if she can feint that forward throw, Mirror? Wouldn't that be sick? Fa-ching!
No.
No? Come on, bro. If it was a tag fighter, she'd be able to. Damn, she's got the season 4 patch
Oh,
notes
I
in her
guess
hand.
it's worth mentioning. I guess it's worth mentioning here. She appears to have throw loops.
Yes, the traditional gas leaks guys say that she indeed has throw loops, and they look great. So, yep. So Elena, Sagat,
Worth-
and C.Viper all have throw loops still.
Yeah.
But I will say though that C.Viper is not, at least based off the footage, I don't think she's gonna be a character that's her game plan is to corner carry you, like put you in the corner and then throw loop you to death. Her corner carry looks okay, but it's not like insane. Like I don't know, like Cammy or Kimberly level corner carry, but C.Viper is gonna be very threatening from mid screen or just anywhere on the screen. Honestly, she's not be kind of the character that's just gonna be like walking back and forth playing neutral with you. When you're not in the corner, she gets cross ups, and this character has some of the most ambiguous cross ups in the game from straight neutral. So, yeah, I mean, she's gonna be dangerous in every part. So I don't think C.Viper players are gonna care too much about throw looping you. Is what I'm saying. She's threatening right away, immediately as a character.
Mm-hmm. Another thing that's worth mentioning, a lot of people might have gotten used to this, but in Street Fighter 6, you can cross up people in the corner, which is different than Street Fighter 4, where you could, for what's worth. So,
Right.
That is definitely something to consider.
Yeah, I imagine that's why they gave her like natural throw loops without using dry rush, and yeah, she has the overhead too to mix you up in the corner since she can't cross you up. Shwing. All right, whew. Okay. Now when you've seen this in slow motion, by the way, it's very clear what she's doing. Okay, so once again, she has two core moves that she can feint cancel: the Thunder Knuckle and the Seismo. So she's clearly feinting the Thunder Knuckle. So once again, you'll hear this ching sound, and there'll be a flash, and you'll see this lightning spark. This is the window, once again, where you have to press kick in order to cancel this move. Now, the height of the electricity also kind of hints us, Mir, on which strength she's doing with it. So I think she's either doing a medium or a heavy one, because it's like on her upper body compared to the lower portion.
I think medium, because she appears to be ready to do like a straight punch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Mir. The Thunder Knuckle is quarter circle back punch.
That is correct. Yeah, that is quarter circle back punch. I guess we should mention that the seismic hammer is DP and punch, because we didn't say that.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get to. She's gonna show a lot more of the Seismo anyways.
Yeah. This used to have a different input, right?
I think it was quarter circle forward punch before, but I could be wrong. It's been a long time. 2008, man. But okay, so the Thunder Knuckle. So she's doing core circle back punch into kick to feint cancel, and then she's pressing core circle back light punch right here, right after. Yeah. So she's doing this. Remember, I'm playing this in slow motion, guys. This is very fast. So it's like bam, bam, bam. That's how fast she's doing it. So it's like special move, feint into another special move. It's very cool.
Oh, by the way, it's called the Thunder Dash in this game, as opposed to Thunder Knuckle.
Okay.
And the light version appears to go under fireballs. I don't know if it is fireball invulnerable. I'm gonna guess no.
I'm gonna say
this
no.
Is more like of a hurtbox interaction. I'd figure that ground traveling fireballs like Juries or Ataris probably gonna beat that one.
Yeah. So the cool thing is too, guys, is that like once again, I can tell it's the light version before it comes out, because I can see the spark is low, right, and she's ducking too when she's doing it. Once again, she could have feinted this too. She could have did two feints in a row if she wanted to, but she doesn't. And then instead, she just lets the move rock, and then it comes out.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning that this on punish counter doesn't knock down. So I don't know if she's able to pick up a combo here, like maybe a light or something on a punish counter.
Okay. She gets a restand, though. That's pretty cool. That's like Bison knee press styles.
I mean, Bison can kill you from a punish counter, so I wonder if C.Viper can.
Yeah, true. But a restand is still sick. Like I mentioned before, it's really confusing for the opponent to kind of know what C.Viper is doing, because you see her constantly feinting. It could be feinting a Seismo, it could be feinting her Knuckle, and then the opponent tries to throw a fireball at her, and then she goes into another special move into the lower, the light Thunder Knuckle. So it's yeah, it could be really confusing, and once again, the C.Viper player has to press a lot of buttons really fast, constantly, every match.
Yeah. Realistically, you're not really keeping track of what the Viper player is doing most of the time, because they're just feinting constantly.
Yeah.
But you can always think about it as this is the moment where you act. Like when Viper is doing the feint, even though it is quite fast, technically she's stuck doing the feint. So there is an opportunity for you to take some space, however little it is. The difficulty, of course, is that if the special move does come out, whatever it is, the Seismic Hammer or the Thunder Dash, then you have to be prepared to deal with that too.
Yeah.
Because the Seismic Hammer will hit you instantly when it comes out, and this one is an advancing move with a hitbox, so you gotta be careful how you take space.
But another thing too is I don't think C.Viper is going to fear zoning whatsoever. Once again, she's going to completely bypass neutral, and she's going to be immediately threatening from round start at any point. Basically, C.Viper is going to be the kind of character that you do not want to give her space to do things. Like you need to go after her right away. You can't just let her do her thing, because she's just crazy. So against projectiles, she can super jump over it. She can burn kick over it, which we'll go over. She can Seismo you. And then on top of that, she can go underneath with Knuckle. So like, there's just no fear of projectiles with C.Viper. So it's going to show a lot in this trailer. Really scary. All right, this is kind of confusing, Mir. Her animations got changed a little bit on her Crouching Fierce and Crouching Medium Punch from Street Fighter 4. So help educate me.
This is Crouching Medium Punch.
Okay, so it's a little confusing for me because in Street Fighter 4, this looks like her crouching fierce, where she's
Yeah,
punching straight forward.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so this is a whiff punish counter.
Yeah, punish counter.
It,
Could be a punish, whatever. So it goes into the. This is a normal cancel. I should
normal
mention
cancel, yeah,
into the medium
yeah,
thunder dash,
yeah.
and then something that we haven't mentioned yet is that she has a unique follow up out of the thunder dash that she can do by pressing forward and two punches. It's called the tracer combination, if I remember
I
correctly.
think it's just two punches, but
Uh,
you can double check that for me, Mir.
no, it's forward and two
It's
punches.
forward,
Tracer
forward. Okay,
combination, yeah.
okay,
It costs 1 bar. This is again something unique to C.Viper because she can do it from a non-OD version of the move. It's not like Luke where
yeah.
it's the OD
That's
version that you can
really
enhance.
unique. A special move extension that costs meter that is not from OD like Luke. And man, Mir, they gave her everything and more. Like giving her the Street Fighter 4 tools wasn't enough. They had to give her something else too, you know what I'm saying? So this is
Yeah.
really crazy, and like I said, this is gonna be another layer of the character being technical because of the meter management. So now on all three of her Thunder Knuckles, the heavy, medium, and light, she can extend it further by pressing forward and two bunches, you said, right? And it'll cost 1
Yes.
bar.
Yeah.
Now,
That costs 1 bar.
we'll get into the burn kicks soon, but the burn kicks, I believe, have two different combinations that you can go into. But I think the Thunder Knuckles, you only have one, right? It's only the 4-2 punches, right?
Yes. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, yeah, that confused me a little bit. And does she do this exact same move, Mir, on the anti-air version of the Thunder Knuckle, the heavy version, where she slams
It
down?
looks different, of course, because she's in the air.
Yeah. Okay.
And it slams down in a different way.
Okay.
I actually believe that it's later in the trailer as well, so like we probably would have the chance to see it if I remember correctly.
Okay. So
But the point is that this follow up, of course, is extra damage, and you're spending 1 bar for it. She glows red again, by the way. That's the telltale sign that she's spending the extra bar.
okay.
And it slams the opponent to the ground, so it's a knockdown attack. Normally, the thunder dash doesn't knock down, so
Yeah.
this is how you make the move knockdown. And she's pretty close. I mean, obviously at an advantage. So this is a very good Oki damage and Oki. Like you spend 1 bar to be able to pressure your opponent after the knockdown.
If she didn't cancel into that follow up, then the medium knuckle would just cause a restand situation.
It seems so. I mean,
Okay.
Ed is not falling down, right?
Yeah.
Like you can see that he's standing up. And
So
then
she would
it's just
remain
the
just
follow-up
super
that
plus like knee press styles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She can do this on block too, right?
Like
The follow ups.
yes, I believe so. At least I know that for a fact with the burning kick, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
I
That has
would
like
assume that this is unsafe.
oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask.
I
And
don't think I've seen it in the footage being blocked and punished. I've definitely seen it being blocked.
yeah.
But I'm not seeing the punish. I wouldn't imagine this being safe though.
Right. And I would also imagine that the crouching mean punch would naturally be able to combo from without punish counter.
Oh,
Into
from
the-
crouching medium punch?
Yeah, into the knuckle.
I don't know. That's tough to say because it is pretty deliberate. I think that they showed the crouching medium punch,
Okay.
punish counter. Maybe you would go into a different version.
Yeah, the light version.
Maybe the light version would combo from crouching medium punch, which the follow up, the tracer combination is a different kind of knockdown.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if it's seen in the trailer. I don't remember offhand, but basically it pushes them away from C.Viper. So I would assume that since it's a worse kind of knockdown, worse kind of like version of the special move, maybe that's the one that combos.
Right.
And this one is the more beneficial version because you get this kind of knockdown right in front of C.Viper, and you can continue to pressure your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is perfect range where you can either walk up and go for a throw, or like you can go for a cross up burning kick, and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Here,
We also know that she can naturally combo standing medium punch and the crouching medium punch too, like for a very easy, simple link. So at least she has that. That's simple about her.
Yay.
Yo, Slang, thanks so much for the sub, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks, Slang. Okay, let me go up for the knockdown part here. Okay, so she, after the follow up, she's standing in the absolute perfect spot to do whatever you want. We see a frame kill here, where she just whips a crouching light punch on purpose. Hold on, let me check the range on this crouching light punch real quick here.
It's very difficult to say.
Yeah, it's very difficult
how far
to say.
the hitbox extends.
Lights in general are really good in Street Fighter 6. So, from this, after this, C.Viper can do so many things. She can throw you. She can burn kick in front of you, burn kick behind the opponent. There's like, you're just in a complete mix up here after doing this follow up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's worth mentioning that in Street Fighter 6, of course, even though there is the threat of being crossed up on wake up, that parry would cover for both options.
Yeah.
Like back, front and back.
Yeah.
So it's likely that C.Viper's throws are going to be much more important for her in this game than they used to be in Street Fighter 4 just because of like the threat of parry and having to deal with that.
For sure. And she looks like she has so much frame advantage. Like she can walk back shimmy too. Like this follow up looks like it gives like it's a party starter for her. It's really good. So we finally get to see the burn kick. So
another classic move of hers.
Yeah, so the burn kick, I think they changed the input for this. It's core circle forward kick now instead of core circle back.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that is correct.
So I don't know why they changed it. I'm going to take a hunch that maybe they did it so it's easier for her to super jump cancel into it because it's just a Tiger Knee motion at that point. Core
super
circle
jump
forward.
Cancel forward, yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so she has 3 different strengths that have 3 different trajectories. I believe the light version kind of keeps her in place and then she just goes down. And then the medium goes a little bit further forward, and then there's a heavy kick that goes a lot forward. And it has a hitbox on both sides, guys, so this is like one of the main ways she's going to cross you up. And yeah, man, she's going to be doing this burn kick like in Street Fighter 4. She's doing this burn kick like right over your head. It's so ambiguous because she's basically doing like the splits. You don't know what side she's on if she's right over your head. And, you know, super jumping into this, you can just imagine all the things she can do. And if she hits you with this, she's knocking you down, and you will continue to be in the vortex, in the mix from there, because she can go after you right away again. So very crazy. And we can clearly see too, Mir, that she's airborne and cannot be thrown. So you know, it's kind of like a low.
To clarify, for the rest of the trailer, this is the grounded version of the burning kick. I know that it looks like she's jumping, but that is part of the move. She also has an aerial burning kick. Like she can do this move in the air, kind of like Tatsu, I suppose, right? You have a grounded version and an air version. So we'll see combos where Viper does a super jump cancel into the grounded version of the burning kick. So like that can be a little confusing. I guess I'll mention that because I guess another thing is that the aerial burning kick doesn't have follow-ups.
Oh, okay.
The grounded burning kick seems to do, at least according to the move list.
Oh, okay. I see.
So that could be quite important for our combos, right? Like sometimes you might want to do a super jump cancel into the grounded version.
Yeah. So C.Viper will have follow-ups from the grounded version of this burn kick, which we'll get into when we see it, similar to her Thunder Knuckle. But yeah, this is like one of her core moves. So get used to super jump canceling into this move, guys. Lots of execution.
Yeah.
But yeah, very powerful. A lot of damage. Like it's a one hit damage, and like I said, it causes a knockdown, and it just starts up all of her mix up. It's really strong. Okay. Next thing now. What are we seeing here? So this is just a normal jump into it, right?
Yeah. No, I think that's just a grounded burning kick.
Oh, I see.
It's a medium or heavy.
Okay, I just want to see the animation. Yeah. Okay, so it's showing the light version here. You see it goes really shallow. And then they're showing the medium or heavy version go a little further. And then it's also showing that she's going over projectiles with this, bypassing Nooch, and to the follow-up. So this follow-up mirror is she has 2 follow-ups, right? It's probably forward and 2 punches or forward and 2 kicks?
No, it's just 2 punches and 2 kicks.
Oh,
I don't know why it's different, but it is that.
Okay.
So this one is Knuckled Pursuit,
All right.
which is 2 punches.
And it looks very
And
similar to her follow-up from the Knuckle. The Thunder
yeah, and she
Knuckle.
slams down. Worth mentioning again that this costs 1 bar, all these follow-ups that she can do from Burning Kick, just like the ones from Thunder Dash, cost 1 bar.
Yeah, you see her flashing red. I know there's fire all around her, but she does flash red when she does it right there.
Yeah.
The embers. There's a lot of embers.
So again, this one seems like the Oki and
Right.
knockdown. Well, I mean, the Burning Kick does knockdown, but this is like the better knockdown and extra damage follow-up.
Yeah.
I have seen this one being blocked and punished in the footage. So,
Okay.
like, it's not in the trailer,
Yeah.
of course, but it is unsafe.
Okay.
Which is important because the other follow-up isn't. So
Right. So, yeah, like hitting the burn kick is already rewarding enough. So this is just like an extension of damage and setting up a very specific distance right next to your opponent, very similar to what we just saw with the Thunder Knuckle. So you can just do everything again. So yeah, pretty crazy. So once again, it's showing, like I said, the medium kick or heavy kick version. I'm assuming it's the medium though, and how high she goes, like right over other projectiles. So very scary. Like even if you're throwing out a button, you have to, especially the first week of C.Viper, man, you're gonna be seeing a lot of people just spamming fire kicks. So be careful.
Sure. Oh, you were mentioning that earlier, that this move is actually airborne, not just throw invincible. And that's important because I think the intended counterplay is that you're supposed to, DP this. But we have seen from some pro player footage that it seems pretty fast.
Absurdly fast. Like even probably DIing it will be very difficult. So it's very fast in Street Fighter 6. It is crazy. I'm blown away how fast
it's likely similar to moves like, for example, like Ken's Dragon Lash, where maybe you can react to the heavy version with a DI, but like the medium and the light version, it's likely that you might mess it up. You have to really be on point.
Yeah.
Obviously those have the disadvantage of being unsafe on block. So
and don't forget, depending on your distance, Mirror, that she can cross you up too. Like if you're standing too close to her, you have to consider that as well. So yeah, a lot with this move.
Learn how to perfect parry this. That's what we learn.
And now she has a damage Oki extension. Crazy. So let's see what she does after this. Normal jump. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's in the front.
Yeah, so this is the light version, and you can see it keeps her in place. And you can see it can bait anti-airs. Poor Ed's anti-air. He doesn't leave the ground, so she simply just stalls in the air and baits Ed. And then once again, she gets a knockdown, and Ed will continue to be in the mix. So very, very threatening. There's just a lot of layers here. She instead could have just did nothing and baited the opponent to parry and just throw them, etc., etc.
Yeah, could have gone for a cross-up.
Yeah, she could have done.
This is a cross-up range for sure.
Yeah, cross-up heavy kick. She could have did medium burn kick instead for a cross-up as well. There's just like an unlimited and things that to make her just very ambiguous when she knocks you down. So don't get knocked down by C.Viper, guys.
It seems that the aerial version of the burning kick doesn't have follow-ups, at least according to the move list. So there's that as a saving grace, I guess.
Okay. Next clip. What do we got here? So now we actually get to see the Seismo, right? Yeah.
We see a lot of Seismo.
Woo! Okay, there's a lot of stuff to go over here. So once again, we know it's the Seismo because of the flash and she's raising her arm. So once again, during this flash, she could press kick if she wants to cancel the animation. But if she doesn't, she will do a Seismo projectile. It's very similar to JP's spike. It'll have 3 different ranges. Light, medium, heavy will change the distance of it. So it won't automatically track where your opponent's standing. You have to manually do this. So I would imagine maybe this is like the medium version. Because the opponent's just like a little close to her.
Yeah, close. Yeah, there should be close, medium range, and far.
Okay.
And the OD Seismo should track. That's how it used to behave, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so this will be uniquely very strong because it is a projectile that doesn't need to travel forward. So against other opponents' projectiles, she'll just straight up win because, like I said, it's just going to spawn under their legs. And it'll knock you down on hit. I believe this is a low hitting projectile. I'm hearing people report from TGS that you have to block low on it. So
oh, okay, I see.
I'll take their word on it.
I was gonna say in the trailer, it definitely doesn't look like he blocks low until the
Okay.
projectile's out. So it's at the very end that he transitions to a crouching animation. But yeah, it used to be low in Street Fighter 4. So
that's already crazy. Like we're reaching Mortal Kombat levels here, and then that means on top of that, to perfect parry this, you have to crouch parry it. So that's gonna be annoying. And
well, there's an advantage to this, I suppose, which is to say that moves that avoid low attacks will definitely go over this projectile.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then on top of that, unlike JP's spike, you could be able to neutral jump this and avoid it as well. And like you were mentioning before, Amir, that because it's a projectile that you can feint, and it's obviously very powerful. It seems to have a lot of total frames. Like it's a very jumpable projectile, basically, where C.Viper can't be careless with it.
Yeah, and this is a DP motion as well. So
this is an uppercut motion projectile. I should mention that, right?
So there's the extra of that as well.
Okay, so there's a lot of technical stuff with this too, guys. Besides the projectile itself, so not only can you feint this projectile uniquely, besides her buttons, this is the only other special move that C.Viper can super jump cancel out of as well, which we see. So, Mir, I see C.Viper flash red, but then I see her do another Seismo. So tell me what's going on here.
Yeah, so as I hinted at before, when you do a super jump cancel, you enter pre-jump frames before leaving the ground, right? This is normal in the Street Fighter engine for any kind of jump, and this is not any different for her super jump. There's going to be a few frames where your character is preparing to leave the ground, basically. So during that time frame, or more likely using buffering rules to your advantage, you can input another special move before you leave the ground and cancel the pre-jump frames into another special move. So like what's happening here is that she's doing Seismo, super jump cancel, and then another Seismo before she leaves the ground. So and this lets her chain them together.
So the input for this
costs 1 bar every time she does it. Sorry?
Yeah, so the input for this would be uppercut into another uppercut, but you end your uppercut and up forward, basically?
Yeah. You could do it that way for sure.
Okay.
You'd have to be quite fast because obviously you want the game to register your down up input within that time frame, so you need to be doing this really quick.
Yeah, you might have to slightly delay that punch though, so that you give the game time to realize that you're doing a super jump first and then you're pressing punch to do the special.
Yeah,
but it would be like uppercut into a TK or a tiger knee uppercut, basically. And
also go ahead, I'm sorry.
But I was just gonna say, before I cut you off, you mentioned that so in Street Fighter 4, this was a very common thing for C.Viper players to chip down the opponent. They'll go Seismo, 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 Seismo. The opponent has to make an action. If he just sits there, he's going to get chipped down. And in Street Fighter 6, she can clearly do this well. However, the difference is, like before I cut you off, Mears, you mentioned that because she's super jump canceling this, it will now cost 1 bar to do this.
Yeah, for sure. No, another thing that I wanted to mention was that I'm pretty sure you can only do this on hit or block.
Oh, yeah, she can't whiff into it.
Yeah, which is part of the balancing factor, right? Like if someone jumps over your Seismo, you can't just super jump cancel into heavy thunder knuckle. It'd be kind of stupid.
yeah, that'd be ridiculous, man. But still, this is also very, very powerful because, for example, she can go Seismo, super jump cancel to another Seismo, and the opponent might be like, oh, this C.Viper is always trying to chip me down. So Ed could jump here. However, at this point, C.Viper can feint the second Seismo and then anti-air him. So
yeah,
you guys can just see the possibilities with this character. It's quite insane. And C.Viper has to press kick to feint, and you're just inputting so many things in a row. Like I said, execution, rhythm, timing. C.Viper is just very technical character.
You're gonna spend quite some time practicing all of these movements.
Yeah, a lot of lab time, guys. So after this, sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean I was just gonna continue by saying that Ed here is blocking one and thinks it's over, but it's not over,
Yeah.
and gets hit by the second one
Yeah.
and gets launched in the air. Quite high, too.
Okay, so this is also complicated because after this Seismo, once again, guys, Seismo is the only special move she has that she can super jump cancel out of. But instead of doing a third Seismo, instead, she just lets the super jump rock, and then she goes into a aerial burn kick, right, Mir?
No, that's a grounded burn kick,
Oh,
which
no.
is why.
Okay, so she's taking... Oh, man, it's going to be so confusing. Okay.
All right. The reason why you can tell it's a grounded burn kick is that she does the flip immediately off the ground.
Okay.
That's how you can tell, because she would do it in the air otherwise. But the other way that you can tell that it's a grounded burn kick is that she can do follow-ups that we do see in this
Oh,
situation.
right. She can't do it from the air versions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like she's doing a super jump cancel and the canceling the pre-jump frames into the burning kick here.
Okay.
She's not actually going in the air. And she's showing us the other follow-up that we haven't talked about, because the burning kick has 2 follow-ups.
Okay, so the she's going to Tiger Knee cancel into the second Seismo, and then she Tiger Knee cancels into the burn kick.
Yeah,
I would imagine this is like a medium or heavy version. Stay with us, guys. And then after she hits it, because it's the grounded version that was super jump cancel, she does her second follow-up. So once again, the Thunder Knuckles only have 1 follow-up, the 4-2 punches.
Yeah.
But the burn kicks have 2. It's either 2 punches, or in this version is going to be the 2 kicks.
Yes.
So she kicks them down instead, and it looks very similar, Mir, to what the punch version does. But I think the difference is this one apparently is plus on block if she does it.
Yeah, it's called double burn, and yeah, it is plus on block. I don't know what the idea is. I'm going to assume that the other one is more advantageous and probably higher damage as well. So like, I mean, there's a reason to use it. Otherwise, that's a little bit silly if this would be doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
And also be plus on block.
I mean,
so
I think it's already silly.
The ground bounces the causes is lower. Sorry.
I said I think it's already silly, Mir, that it's plus on block in the first place. That like I have to not only deal with C.Viper's burn kicks, but she's gonna be plus if she extends them as well.
I'm going to guess, and this is a guess.
Okay.
That there is a gap in between. It's
okay.
Uncheck moments.
Even before there's no gap, Mir. Even before there's no gap.
Yeah, maybe there isn't any gap. We'll see.
Okay,
I mean, obviously she's spending 1 bar here, so that is always worth keeping in mind.
Yeah, so I should mention that, Mir. As cool as this combo is, just keep in mind, guys, this is a very expensive sequence. So from the first Seismo, she's spending 1 bar to cancel the first Seismo. And then she's spending a second bar to cancel into the burn kick. And then she's spending a 3rd bar of drive meter to do the extension from the burn kick. So, 3 bars total, man. It's very expensive. You're not going to be doing this nonstop, guys, in neutral. So, as powerful as this is, consider the resources used. However, we'll get into soon that she does have another way of spending more resources with our level 1, where you can be doing this a lot more often. But we'll get into it when we get there. All right, what do we have here, Amir? Oh, boy. Okay. I think I saw the red flash, Mir. I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Mir, this is
first of all, I audibly
absurdly fast. This is absurd.
I audibly groaned when I saw this.
Oh, did you? When you first saw it?
I didn't want to see this, but I did.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
So this is an aerial burn kick.
A super jumping aerial burn kick.
Yes.
And you can see that it changes the trajectory, and it definitely, look at the speed of it. It's crazy fast. And it sails right over Ed, and it crosses you up. And this is showing you, how dangerous C.Viper is if you just let her move around. This burn kick is crazy.
Yeah. Again, it's worth mentioning that she won't be able to do follow-ups out of this. Thank God.
Yeah, because she's facing the other way. But I mean, I don't think it really matters.
After this.
She's knocking you down, man. She's knocking you down. Yeah, that's another thing too, chat. The chat's mentioned is man, she's just getting out of the corner for free. Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to keep her in the corner too, guys, because of this. Mind you, this is gonna cost 1 bar for her to do, but still, the speed is just absurd.
This is punishable. I don't think they'll make the aerial version safe.
So yeah, that's another thing too, Mickey. You can check the blog for us, but I'm hearing mixed reports on burn kick being punishable, not punishable, and I think players are just having problems distinguishing the air version and the ground version of it.
Yeah,
But
it does mention that all burning kicks are safe on block,
the
but I don't
ground
know if it
versions are.
refers to. Yeah, exactly. I don't
Okay.
know if it refers to the aerial version.
Okay.
I'm going to guess that the aerial version is unsafe, though.
I really hope so, Mir, because if
At
it's
least
not,
you gotta be able to do something about this.
Mir,
'Cause
yeah,
they can't
this is
really expect me to just perfect parry this every time.
right. So I mean, obviously, guys, that Street Fighter 6 has a parry mechanic, so that's gonna really help defend yourself against C.Viper on her ambiguous mix-ups. But we have to see, like, if you successfully parry it, do you get to take your turn? Like, is it going to be dependent on, like, distance dependent how plus or minus she is?
Mm-hmm.
And the differences between the aerial and ground version. And honestly, like, how fast are you going to be able to even react? Like, this was in slow motion and it already looks super fast. Like, in a match, I'm not going to have time to be like, oh, that was the aerial version, therefore it's punishable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be crazy.
I am starting to think that maybe only the aerial version crosses you up like that.
Oh, okay. We'll have to test that out.
So maybe that's how you can tell.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I blocked the cross up, which means that it was the aerial version.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you would be paying a lot of attention when it comes to a Viper's jump arc, just in case. But yeah.
Yeah, this looks very strong. This looks super strong. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I cannot.
Glad that I play the character with down up anti-air.
Like, I just cannot stress enough how powerful it is for a character to have a cross up that knocks you down. That's this fast in neutral. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you guys are starting to see why this super
mentioning-
jump costs 1 bar. Okay.
Yeah. Someone's mentioning crouching medium kick, super jump cancel into cross up. Burn
That
kick.
is a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that will be a classic. Okay. All right. Let's continue. This is already scary enough.
Don't worry, it's gonna get only worse.
Okay, so you can see. Oh my goodness. Okay.
There it is.
The classic. She got a lot of Oki, by the way, on that knockdown. She had enough time to dash Mir. Like, that is crazy. So she appears to be doing a meaty Seismo. However, like I said, she can feint this, and she does, baiting Ed to jump. And we see the heavy version of the Thunder Knuckle. And it's very reminiscent, Mir. I would say, like, Laura anti-air in Street Fighter 5. I think so. Anyways,
the angle maybe, yeah. I mean, obviously it doesn't have a hit throw.
Yeah, it's not a hit throw. But one thing about C.Viper is that I think she's gonna have very easy anti-airs because you don't have to do a DP motion for her anti-air. That's her projectile. Instead, you just need to do a core circle forward for the anti-air. So that's convenient.
I'm guessing it's just like Rashid, where it's not invulnerable immediately.
Oh, okay.
Because they did that to balance out these sort of anti-airs. Right?
Yeah, that's a good point. And also,
and we can see it here that it's done very early, like really early.
Yeah, so
you're
right. That's true.
See how invulnerable it is.
I didn't think about that. And another thing too is that since it's tied to a specific strength of a special, she only has one range for this anti-air. So, like, for example, it might not work if Ed jumps closer, if it's shallow, or if he jumps far. If this is her specific special move, anti-air, because the light and medium go forward. Let me see the spark mirror when she does this. The spark looks a little low for the anti-air. That kind of throws me off. She's like crouching. I can't tell if she's doing the light version or the heavy version at this point, but yeah, she can feint the anti-air version too. So either way, it's a cool anti-air, and she's got some cool juggle combo finishers that she does with this as well. And also keep in mind, guys, that she can also still extend this by pressing forward in 2 punches with that slam dunk move she does, like she does with the other versions. Even though she's in the air, she can still do it.
Yeah.
She just doesn't have a kick follow up like the burn kicks do on the knuckles.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else you want to add to this?
Well, we see it that it connects really high up because it's done quite early.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if there are any situations where you can maybe get a pickup for free, like meterlessly off of it because you're hitting it so high up and you're, before the other character lands. Maybe there's going to be some combos where You can
Mhm.
hit this at the very tip,
I
very
do.
active and land the hit.
Now that you mention it, I do remember her juggling into the medium version, into the heavy version in the corner in some Street Fighter 4 combos.
Yeah,
So yeah, that'd be kind
yeah,
of
that
cool.
could be fun.
It just it depends on the juggle state that they're in. But anyways, yeah, this is like I said, very tricky character. In fact, that's her description in the character selection screen is that she's tricky.
Does it
And
say difficulty hard
it
like
does say
Bison?
difficulty hard, and they still haven't changed Bison, man. It still says Bison's hard, but yeah, this is actually true hard. Like if Bison's considered hard, then C.Viper is lost in the fog hard. So yeah, the cancel that she does here, like I said, it just really illustrates the depth that this character will have, where you can just use your imagination on the feints have so many uses. So Ed got baited by the projectile, and then boom, anti-air. Really cool. All right. Next up, I don't know which feint this was, but it was a Thunder Knuckle. So just another feint. Could be the medium. And then Ed's like, oh, I'm going to DI. So it probably was the medium because you would DI the medium Knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, what is this, Mir? They gave her a new move? Question mark? What is this?
Yes. So, as a reference to all the C.Viper players stuck in Street Fighter 4, this is basically focus attack.
Yeah, they gave her a special move, guys, that is a focus attack, which is really cool because in the Marvel version, C.Viper also got her focus attack as well. But I guess DI wasn't enough.
Focus. Yes, it's called Focus Force.
Focus Force. And they straight up say in the blog, too, that is basically her focus attack. So the motion for this, I think, replaced the old burn kick, right? It's core circle back kick to do this.
I'll check in a second. It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so core circle back kick. And
so,
go ahead. You can explain it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say another thing that you can do about this is that you can charge it. You can hold down the button. So you don't have to be super precise with the timing. Oh, I guess I should mention it's a move that it's like a parry, but it's an armor parry. It's not a like it doesn't neutralize attacks. So like if you have a move that ignores armor or breaks armor or is a lot of hits, then it could blow through this.
So
but you see that
it's basically like Marisa's armor, then basically, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That's what I would compare it with.
Okay. Now we don't know if it armors low attacks, does it? Do we know? Like, what if you hit her low?
Actually, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It says that she can absorb attacks with armor and can be held down to absorb more hits.
Okay.
Or she can forward dash out of it to cancel it if she's she wants to.
And if she,
I'm assuming that the follow up where she's doing the kicks, you have to manually release to do that.
Okay.
Like it's not canned. Otherwise, like holding it down to absorb more hits would, like how if that happened every time that you parried something that you wouldn't be able to absorb more hits because that just would go through.
Okay. Do we know if it has any extra properties if we fully charge it?
I don't think it says, and
like
I don't.
Street Fighter 4 styles, like you fully charge it and it'll cause like a guard break, like Street Fighter 4.
No, I don't believe it is mentioned, at least, and I've not seen it being used in that fashion. Oh, I should mention that the follow-up is unsafe on block.
Okay. Interesting.
So something interesting in Street Fighter 4, the way focus attack worked was that you could hold it down and you can forward dash or back dash to cancel it.
Yeah.
And in this game, C.Viper can forward dash out of this only.
Wow.
The backdash is not mentioned.
Cool.
But another thing that you could do with the focus attack was that on hit or block, you could also forward dash or backdash out of it. But this doesn't appear to be the case for this attack.
Okay.
So in that sense, it's quite different.
Yeah, focus attack dash cancel. So FADC. Now, so yeah, I still got a lot of questions about this though, Amir. Like, for example, like if you can hit her in the lower portion, like Marisa, then that would imply that the OD version would armor her whole body. And because it's a special move, now there is an OD version of this. If I
Mm-hmm.
hold this down mirror and release it on whiff, is she gonna do this kick?
I think so, yeah, because we see it in some combos,
Uh-huh.
and I definitely have seen it just being used like that.
Okay.
Also, the thing worth mentioning is that Focus in Street Fighter 4 was immediately armored frame 1. But I'm going to guess, and again, this is a guess, that the normal version of this is not armor frame 1. Maybe,
3?
frame 3 or something.
Okay.
And the OD maybe is frame 1.
With that being said, though, this will most likely be, besides her super, is her only defensive, like, reversal move, is the
Yeah.
armor. Like, she won't have, like, an invincible anti-air. Or, sorry, not anti-air, invincible reversal. So,
Yeah.
this might be her, like, wake-up move. So, you might have to use it Marisa styles. And like you said, if the armor is frame 3, then you would have to use the OD version specifically. And then, I would assume that throw beats this. So, that means defensively, C.Viper will have some problems. If she doesn't have, like, your traditional invincible reversal uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool you can use it in combos,
absolutely.
though, which we'll see later in the trailer. So, still got a lot of questions about this move, but it's really cool they gave it to her. They gave her a straight up focus attack.
You can see how this version of the move knocks down.
Mm-hmm.
And the DoD version of the move that we see later crumples the opponent for a combo. So it can be used as a higher reward option.
I like how they show it beating DI too, because it does 2 hits. Yeah. I think that's great.
This could be pretty interesting to defend against attacks that have gaps.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like maybe you can use this in between gaps, like you would maybe in like an OD reversal.
Yeah.
But obviously you can do this without spending bar, because assuming that like the armor doesn't start up too slowly.
Right.
This is a good defensive option. Again, just like Marisa.
Just like Marisa, that's what I'm thinking of too. Like that, you could also use it to steal your turn. Like you do something that's basically like a frame trap. You're like a space trap, and then you wait for them to take their turn back, and then you just bully with armor. So you can kind of just like use it in the same way as Marisa, except for you also have the ability to forward dash cancel out of it and charge it down. Whereas Marisa, she's kind of just stuck. She has to do a follow up move. So yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That she has this.
Yeah. I guess that it's something worth mentioning is that she cannot just not do anything. Like if she doesn't want this double kick to come out, she would have to forward dash.
Yeah.
Right. Marisa can just gonna let go, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Viper is a little bit more committal, and I think the idea behind this is specifically so that if someone is outranging you, like maybe doing a shimmy or whatever. Then you don't really have a free way out of that situation. You have to either approach the opponent by forward dashing out of it, which could, get you punished, or do the kicks, which are unsafe on block. So this is basically what I'm trying to say is that it's like whiffing a reversal. If someone is just walking away from you and you're like, oh well,
right,
but at least you can alter the timing by holding it down.
Right. I'm seeing the chat mention that it also could be like Amnesia, where it could like armor through the throw, but I've seen the gameplay footage and she does take gray damage when she absorbs the attack. So I'm going to assume that she can be thrown during this. And so
yeah. I think specifically it being armor means that throws beat armor universally.
Yeah. I think this move has a lot of depth to it though, and this will once again make C.Viper like in some cases even more technical than Street Fighter 4 because of the meter management. And now you have this move as well that you can use as part of her game plan to steal her turn. Because even though it's designed like Focus Attack, there's some application to it because it's a special move in this game that you can't do in Street Fighter 4. So still a lot of unanswered questions, Mir. Like how fast does she get the armor? Does it armor on the lower portion? What are the differences between the OD version? Is it going to be her reversal? Does it beat throws? We still got a lot here. What happens if someone tries to cross you up while you're doing this? And how plus is it if they block your attack and you dash cancel? Like what is it when you dash cancel? When you cancel from a button and blah blah blah. So
I guess another thing that's worth mentioning at this point is that you could be doing this in a super jump cancel. So imagine doing something like a Seismo when you're close,
Yeah.
and maybe the opponent is thinking of doing a reversal in between the Seismos.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because maybe you do Seismo, super jump, cancel Seismo. And they're
Right.
like, well, I don't want to commit to the jump, but I could do a reversal and it's going to punish her, even if she does the feint.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you do this parry.
Right.
You know, you jump cancel into the parry. That could be one way of defeating the opponent's defensive option against you and
Yeah.
keep them guessing.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, I mean, there's just a lot to unpack about this character. There's a lot that is gonna have to be explored too. It's very difficult for us to predict right now the full
Yeah,
extent.
for sure. Yeah, it's wild they gave her this. Okay, next clip here. Okay, ooh. All right, this is a good one. So it's showing here that, when she super jumps at you, she doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
The opponent is most likely going to parry because they don't know what side she's going to hit on. They don't know what she's going to do. That's going to be a very common defensive options the opponents are going to do. So to combat this, C.Viper players can just empty jump and throw you. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's always an option.
Yeah, it's always an option, man.
And this is the back throw that wasn't shown before.
Okay. Back throw. Boom. 8 down.
Zap.
And a little zap. Damn. That's what you get for holding down parry.
The driver.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. So now we see the drive rush. So once again, it's her drive rush seems quite slow. Doesn't have too much momentum. But, we'll be able to test it out when she releases here. But you'll be super jumping more than drive rushing with C.Viper. However, that doesn't mean that she doesn't have good options from drive rush, because we were just talking about how crazy that crouching medium kick was. And as you can see, she's so plus. This is our new crouching heavy punch mirror?
Yeah, that is correct.
Damn. So drive rush crouching medium kick links into crouching heavy punch. Jeez.
I'm thinking the crouching heavy punch is not that slow, because it's used a lot in our combos when you watch the CPU play.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess that crouching medium punch is maybe, like your 6 frames, and this is 8. I don't think it's much slower than that.
Okay.
Which also means that on counter hit and stuff, you probably can pick it up pretty easily in a lot of our conversions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like standing medium punch, where you were mentioning how it goes into crouching medium punch.
Yeah.
Standing medium punch counter hit could easily go into this.
That's true. And one thing to mention too, guys, is you'll notice that C.Viper's buttons look pretty stubby compared to most, especially with we just had Sagat and Elena come out. But her combo extensions are really, really nice. And once again, she's not the character that's going to be walking back and forth playing neutral with you. So a lot of her buttons will be used for pressure and for combos, and not necessarily for pokes. So yeah, you'll be able to, she got some wild extensions from her buttons if your execution is really clean. So from here though, we can see she gets a full combo conversion from driver's crouch medium kick. She goes into Seismo, and then mirror. She's super jumping into this burn kick, right?
Yes. Yeah. And this is the aerial one too. You can see because she's actually leaving the ground first.
Oh, okay. No, so she's super jumping, and then the lane. She's not exactly TKing it. She's just delaying it a little bit and then doing the burn kick.
Yeah.
All right. And because she does it this way,
maybe you could do it as a tiger knee still. It's
yeah,
just
maybe.
That, the button press is delayed, like you mentioned.
See. So because she's doing the air version of the burn kick, the speed of it, look how high it is, Mirror. Look at that. She's really below him, so you can get a juggle from this for sure. And so, so we see the first super. Bam, bam.
Yeah, this is our level 1.
Her level 1. So
which is quite important.
Yeah, I mean, first off, the startup of this level 1 looks super sick, but the rest of the animation, I wish it looked a little cooler. I don't know. Maybe it's just the 2 kicks just look a little plain to me that she's doing. I wish we'd go up a little higher.
It reminds me, it looks like an Elena move.
Yeah. But the start of the animation looks super sick though. She's powering up. Okay, so C.Viper's level 1 is really important, guys. So it's very similar to Mai, where it's going to empower C.Viper and it's going to act as an install. So yes, it does a lot of damage too. And you can probably use this as an anti-air mirror because she's kicking upwards. Probably.
Yeah.
Similar to Mai as well.
It's hinted at that it's not invulnerable because they don't mention it
they
specifically.
They confirmed at the TGS as well that it was
right?
invincible. They
Yeah,
said it's
I was gonna say it is invincible.
Yeah, we're being tricked with
It's
that
called
blog now.
limit decoupler, and the most important thing about this super, we were hinting at it before, is that it gives her a timed install during which all of her one bar, like unique mechanics that she has, like the follow-ups and the high jump, are completely free for a limited period of time.
Yeah, I think this works on whiff on block as well, right? Similar.
As far as we know, yes, which
Okay.
is a little odd considering what they did to Mai. So
yeah, it is. So what happens is the install meter, it replaces your super meter, similar to like, Gao when he does his level 2. It'll be orange, or Jury's level 2.
Yeah. And he installs super.
And so it fills up with orange, and then it will slowly drain over time. So the way it works is whenever you do anything, I don't know if it's like any attack, but especially when you do a super jump or a meter burn follow up to her specials, the bar will slow down. So it's basically, the way it works is that the more aggressive you are and the more you use these mechanics, the more time you'll have to do them. It's very similar to like Jerry's level 2. If you activate Jerry's level 2 and you don't do anything, the bar just like drains at a fast pace. But once you start hitting the opponent or start doing your things, the bar will start to slow down gradually. So it's a little confusing here to see like how much she'll get out of the level 1. But the key thing to know is that the more aggressive you are and the more you're actually using it, the more time you're going to have, like, to get use out of the install, basically.
I think it's intended specifically for combos where, it takes a fixed time to complete the combo because you have to go through all the paces and stuff.
Right.
And if it depleted at the same speed, you would always be out of it by the end of the combo.
Right.
And it's the same thing with Jerry's level 2. Especially because the combos, obviously, because they're extended further than normal, take extra time. So I think it's a way for them, like to not actually punish you for landing the combo.
Yeah. And so once again, to clarify, guys, her super jump cancels, which costs 1 bar, and her follow-up meter burns from her extensions, from the Thunder Knuckle and the burn kicks, the ones where you do 2 punches or forward 2 punches and 2 kicks, those will be free cost. They won't cost drive meter for a limited time. One more special thing I should mention too, Mir, it mentions in the blog, is that if she does her level 1 when she's in burnout, where she doesn't have any drive meter at all, if she does a super jump or a special move extension, the bar will completely deplete if she's in burnout.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to. I mean, that'd be so crazy, right? Like, she's in burnout.
You get one free super jump out of the court.
Yeah, one free super jump out of the, exactly. Like the Capcom's like, man, if we let her get this from a level 1 column burnout, it'll be as if she's not even in burnout. It'd be so powerful. But honestly, even giving her 1 extra, I think, is already really crazy too. Like, that is really strong. So the downside to this is that because it's similar to like Guile or Jury, the whole time their install is up, replacing your super meter, when your install runs out, you'll carry over whatever you had before. So you're not actually gaining meter for supers during this. So, it might be bad in some cases to use this up, basically. Or if you don't finish the round. But like I said,
it's like another downside of the fact that you get free extended combos, especially because the extended combos themselves would be building extra meter on top of that.
Yeah. But like, dude, like having infinite amount of super jumps and like the follow-up things, you can do some really nasty stuff with this, guys. Like, you'll be able to immediately super jump into burn kick and to do the plus on kick, or the plus on block follow up for instant pressure. Yeah. You can just sit there and go Seismo, super jump cancel, Seismo, and just chip them down. There is so much you can do, not to mention that you're coming to the level 1 in the first place, which means you knock down your opponent, so you're ready to get the party started right away. So I really like that Capcom is given us these level 1s that have utility to it. Because like I like what they're doing with like, DJ and Dalsum. Elena, they need to touch up a little bit, but and then Mai's level 1 is out of hand, and they went a little too far. But with C.Viper, I think it's a cool way that it's not even tied to her level 2. So they want you to do this quite often with her level 1. Let's just hope it doesn't get out of hand like Mai, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, man. It does a lot of damage, guys. Like the gameplay footage, calling to her level 1, it does. Whew, it hurts. Another Mai situation, I know. Yeah, just the end of the animation. I wish she just did like one more kick or something. I don't know. Something about it. I just feel like it's a little too short, but it is a level 1. Don't make me work late ever again. Bro, Street Fighter 4, Viper. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. I thought the Bison one looked super good too. But C.Viper, man, it looks perfect. Perfect in RE Engine. Okay. 2 things I want to point out here. So first off, Seismo is going to be really annoying. And the second thing is that you'll notice her boots have fire embers flowing from her boots already. So this is how you know that she has her level 1 install already active, because obviously we can't see the HUD. So at this point, she has infinite super jump cancel and special move meter burn. So it's just showing like once again, C.Viper doesn't care about zoners, because even you have Guile who has a really fast recovering projectile, the Seismo will hit you instantly. And Guile traditionally had problems against JP. So boom, Seismo knocks down, and she has enough time to super jump cancel on it on hit and go over the sonic boom into an OD burn kick. I think it's the first time we see the OD burn kick.
OD aerial burn kick.
OD aerial burn kick. And man, I
don't know why the OD is being used here, aside from maybe having extra range, or maybe it could be because of the knockdown. Like just want to show
and the trailers,
how much advantage you have.
Yeah, and the trailers, they try to show you like examples of every single move too. So anyway, she does the OD, and then like Guile is knocked down for a long time because she has enough time to double dash, which is wild. And then back dash shimmy, boom, normal heavy kick.
The forward dash looks like Cammy in a little bit.
Oh, does it?
That's what I think. There's a lot going on in this shimmy too.
Okay, so back dash, this is heavy kick, right?
Yeah.
Now, is heavy kick normal special cancelable, or do you have to super jump cancel it?
Super jump cancel.
Oh boy. Okay.
And as you can see, that is exactly what's happening. But the thing that's crazy about all of this is that not only is she super jump canceling this, she's canceling into thunder dash, and then she's feinting the thunder dash so that she gets extra frame advantage, and then she's dashing afterwards.
Right. So she's
like 25 inputs in 3.
Yeah, there's a million inputs going on here, and she's basically bypassing the rules of the game to be able to dash forward after her punish counter heavy kick, basically. So super jump canceling the heavy kick, which isn't normally special cancelable. So if you see her flash red, that's a super jump cancel. Then she's canceling her super jump into a thunder knuckle, and then she's feinting the thunder knuckle, and then she's doing a dash, and then she links the button. So wow.
The way it seems to me in this game, based on the footage that we've seen, is that the thunder dash cancel is faster. If you do a thunder dash feint, it takes less total frames. While the Seismo feint is more for neutral. You're like showing, am I gonna do a Seismo or not? Like that one. That one's less for combos and more for neutral, and this one is for combos instead, because it's the only one that I ever see used in combos. So I'm assuming that you get more frames.
Wait, is this the thunder knuckle, or is this the focus attack and she's dash canceling? I can't even tell.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right.
Because I see the shield thing.
Now that I'm looking at it, it does look like the focus strike. See, this is why we watch in slow motion.
Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah,
discover
yeah.
things organically, like
Oh,
Vesper
this is
does.
even this is organic right now. Yo, but then that
Yeah,
does
yeah.
that mean that it's a faster process than the feint because she just needs to dash this?
Maybe it's important in this situation because she needed to dash anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a better way of doing it.
Okay. So
So yeah, okay.
Okay.
Revise the
Okay.
opinion.
Okay. I'll keep that in the footage. We'll go heavy kick punish counter. Super jump canceled into the focus attack. Into and dash cancel out of it. Into the combo. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
there
and then she does standing medium punch. Right? Isn't that standing medium punch?
It's gotta be. It has to be.
Yeah.
Standing medium punch.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't need to super jump cancel it, so it is cancelable.
Yeah, just cancel.
OD Seismo.
Bonk.
Is OD Seismo gonna track?
I think so. Yes. Also, you can see that the hitbox is wider.
It's huge,
look
man.
Look how big the Seismo is.
Look at that. Wow, Power Geyser. And then even the OD version is super jump cancelable.
Yeah, and this is an aerial burn kick. Yeah, you can see that she's leaving the ground and then she's flipping.
Oh man, it's so hard to see. And she still gets a juggle. Oh my god. Oh, and then
there's more.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow, there's so much going on here.
That was a heavy thunder dash into the follow-up forward +2 punches.
Okay, let's count the total bars here, because I think this might be like a level 1 only combo because she's using so many super jump cancels.
Yeah.
So remember, it just showed us the level 1, so they obviously want to show us like what she can do with it.
So this is already 1 bar that is not spent here, so she's saving 1 bar.
Okay, 1 bar.
Mm-hmm. This is like she actually has to spend this, so that's 2. 2 plus 1.
2 plus 1. 2 plus 1.
Then we got another bar that is saved here.
Okay, 4.
Yeah, 4. And then these 2
6.
We're already at 6.
6.
But 4 are free.
Yeah. Then another one.
There's a 5th that is free.
7.
Yeah. And here's the 8th one.
8. 8 bar combo, guys.
This is still not effectively. This is a 4 bar sequence, even with all the 4.
Yeah, even with the level 1,
that she saved.
She's still spending 4 bars. Wow. Basically, level 1's a party starter. I think the party starts on right when the round starts with C.Viper. But yeah, the party's definitely getting started if she has that level 1 up. But yeah, that was a really cool sequence. But it's just showing how deadly she is if she has that install up. That was a very expensive combo mirror. Even with the install, it was very expensive. But I'm gonna imagine Guile's like dead at this point, you know, like the amount of damage he's probably taken from all this. Remember, this all started because poor Guile tried to just throw his boom, man. He was minding his own business, just threw a boom.
Yeah.
And
how dare he?
And yeah, now he's in the mix, man. Feels bad, man. Yeah, bad matchup for Guile confirmed. First JP, now C.Viper. Crazy.
At least the flash kicks are gonna be good against the cross.
Oh, by the way, we do get to see what the follow-up looks like from the uppercut version of the Thunder Knuckle, she might add. She punches downwards. It's the same follow-up, but just looks a little different because she's in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And that also means, too, Mir, if you anti-air with this, you can get some damage extension as well, right? Like Luke Styles?
Yeah.
Just using it as a raw anti-air.
I would assume so, yeah. Well, would assume it should work.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I was gonna say something that someone mentioned in the chat is that assuming that the super jumps don't generate extra scaling, which I wouldn't assume that they do because they, they don't really freeze the screen or deal any damage.
Yeah.
Then this is a fairly favorable scaling for C.Viper. Like, that's part of the reason probably why her damage is quite high.
Yeah, her damage output looks very high. There's something I really need to hammer home too, guys. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are watching this and they're a little scared that, like, oh man, like, I want to do a lot of cool stuff with C.Viper, but like, it looks like her combos are really expensive because of the super jump costing meter. But I have to make sure you guys understand that when she does her combos using super jump cancels, she gets a huge chunk of her drive meter back when she lands a hit. Like, Capcom was keeping this in mind when she's doing her B&Bs. So when you super jump cancel like a Seismo, for example, into a burn kick and you hit your opponent, you almost get like half your drive meter back from the one you spent. So we're gonna have to see like all of her combos obviously when she releases, but it's not that simple where she's just losing bar and then she doesn't start regenerating until after the combo's done. So just like character, it's kind of like the equivalent of it like, oh well, like before Street Fighter 6 would come out, oh man, if you're dry rushing all the time, you're gonna run out of bar, but it's really not that case because you're aggressive and you're gaining drive meter back so much for being aggressive. It's gonna be similar to C.Viper, where as long as you're not just super jumping and not doing anything, as long as you're attacking your opponent, you're gaining a lot of your meter back for being aggressive.
Yeah, we'll see. Something very important is how C.Viper can hang in neutral, because it could be a viable strategy to just bust out and use all of your drive gauge and then fight from burnout, kind of like how Noah likes to do it, because she also has an armor move that she can use in burnout, right? So like she's not that vulnerable to DI because she could technically armor it.
That's true.
On reaction. So maybe that will be a viable playstyle.
Yeah, and another thing too, while the install is up for a level 1, even though she can't gain super meter, she can still gain drive meter while she's doing these burn kick combos. So we'll have to really see how the meter management works for her.
That is true.
Okay,
that's jumping medium punch.
Yeah, I was talking to Killy about this too. Killy's like really happy. Like she can do this in Street Fighter 6, like combo a jumping air normal into her burn kicks. Because the jumping medium punch puts her into a juggle state like most characters do, and then she's canceling. So I'm actually seeing a lot of B&Bs too, Mir, where she's comboing into a jumping medium punch.
She meets them in the air into jump medium punch, yeah.
That's nice. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, it's good air to air. It's fairly universal in Street Fighter 6 that most characters have a jumping medium punch that is dedicated to air to air. So if they don't have a jumping medium punch, they have a jumping medium kick. So
right. So yeah, once again, her buns seem a little stubby, but she has a lot of tools like air to air where she's really threatening, where she can get extra combos on you or try and jump out. Like even if you're in the corner, for example, you try to jump out, she can meet you air to air with a jumping medium punch. Pretty scary. Okay, so she super jumps after this. This is a little weird. This whole sequence is odd, Mir. But so she lands and she just does a normal super jump. Remember, keep in mind she has her install on right now.
Yeah, she still has the install.
So she does a super jump, empty, then Guile neutral jumps. She whiffs a crouching light punch. And then her anti-air is heavy kick, right?
Heavy kick. Yeah, I think the implication here is that Viper is trying to bait. Like she's going in with the implication that she might be doing a cross-up burn kick.
Okay.
And Guile wants to not parry that and tries to avoid by jumping in case she does empty jump throw.
Okay.
But she's not whiffing a throw. She's whiffing a crushing light punch, which gives her enough time to anti-air.
Okay.
Because if she had done a throw, I think Guile successfully would have avoided it, which I think is what they're showing here. Like she's doing, I might be doing a cross up, instead I'm gonna do empty, and Guile jumps and gets anti-air.
I am seeing the CPU C.Viper use this heavy kick as an anti-air. So the hitbox on it must be really good. And it also puts the opponent to a juggle state as well.
Yeah, it slams them down to the ground.
Weird. So would you imagine this is going to do it on normal hit too?
Yeah, this is a counter hit, I think, right?
Yeah, because Guile's pressing.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Like if the opponent empty jumps on
you. Maybe on normal hit as well, but yeah, I'm not sure. There's definitely a few moves that work this way where the normal hit doesn't doesn't actually juggle. Actually, a great example is Guile himself is down for the heavy kick. It doesn't do anything unless it's a counter hit or a punish counter. So you have to specifically be using it for something that you know that you're going to anti-air if you're going to get the follow-up.
Yeah.
And we see here that it is super jump cancelled
Yeah, so once again, the
into
heavy kick is not normally special cancelable, so she has to super jump cancel this into light knuckle.
yeah, and then that's the follow up.
And so, yeah, we get to see, once again, it's 4-2 punches. It's just the animation looks different depending on what knuckle she's doing.
Yeah.
And she gets a
And
damage
the
follow.
knockdown is different too. You see how she's much further away,
Yeah.
even though she is approaching. So that's my assumption that I was making before, is that this is not as good as the medium Thunder Dash follow up,
Oh, okay.
where instead you're really close, right? So like maybe this is the less desirable special move to go into, but obviously it has the added benefit of going under projectiles, which is
Right.
probably part of the reason why like it doesn't have a follow up that is as strong.
Cool. All right. Oh,
Standing
man.
median kick.
Okay.
Do you like the animation of the standing median kick? It reminds me of Zangief's close median kick in Street Fighter 4.
I mean, that's how I would do a standing median kick in real life. But look, that's not even the point, Mir. The point is guys, this button might be one of the best buttons in the game. The stuff that I have seen from TGS with this button is so cracked, so insane. Because, medium kicks... Mir, listen.
The CPU is doing like super jump cancel level 2
Look,
one hit
man.
confirm. I don't think people are gonna be doing that.
Maybe the CPU's got a gift, right? But someone's gonna be in the lab, Momochi styles, for 2,000 hours practicing this to execute this, and it's gonna be insane. Look, man, standing median kick is traditionally a super good counter poke and poke in general because it beats lows. And yes, C.Viper can't cancel it, but I'm sure it's going to be faster than Jamie's medium kick, which he can cancel, but she can super jump cancel it. And because she can super jump cancel it, now you got this crazy poke, counter poke that she can go into level 1 from, which we saw the CPU one hit confirming into. She can do combos from this. It just looks insane, man. But yeah, Amir, you're right. Your hands are going to light on fire, and you do have to be 400 APM, but I mean, someone out there is going to be
honestly,
a specialist.
What's gonna happen is that I was gonna say finals. We don't even know if we're gonna make it to the finals. But, like at Evo, some person is gonna do standing median kick, super jump, cancel level 3 on block, and we're all gonna get to see that.
Yeah, and then you'll be like, I told you guys so. But yeah, so she's going standing median kick on block, super jump canceling into her focus, but it's the OD version this time.
Yeah.
And once again, we don't know the differences. It might armor on her upper lower portion of her body. It might be frame 1 armor. By the way, she has an OD version.
What we know is that it crumples.
Yeah, it causes a crumple state. And Guy will try to take back his turn, by the way. So that's what we mean. Like, she's going to have some things.
How dare he?
Yeah, he's like, man, this C.Viper just did a medium kick on me, point blank. What a noob. And then all of a sudden, nani! And then bam, OD focus, crumpled. How dare you take your turn?
He does a crouching medium punch here, and it's not fast enough to hit Guile standing. Like, this is long enough recovery where I think you always get a juggle state here.
Oh, okay.
Like, regardless of what you press.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that crouching medium punch into the Seismo leads to the combo. Like, maybe crouching heavy punch into the Seismo is too slow.
Yeah, because getting a full...
That's why they're specifically showing this.
Yeah, getting a full ground combo would be ridiculous. You know what I mean? It'd be like she gives like fierce.
Don't count it out.
Look, man,
no, it doesn't seem like it would be. It doesn't seem like it would be.
It's an armor move. Like, come on, man. They can't give her a full combo. So yeah, she gets a combo anyways. So crouching medium punch into Seismo, into super jump cancel, into another focus attack. Pretty cool. Pretty cool combo they showed with her. Using a focus attack twice in one combo.
He holds it a little bit to make sure that it hits.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I wonder, like I said,
I wonder why you would want to do this.
Yeah.
Like, is it good damage? Is it
bulky? Can she cancel this into level 3? I got a lot of questions with it too. But either way, it looks cool.
Well, actually, maybe now that I think about it, it could be that it probably you're not allowed to level 3 cancel the heavy thunder dash.
Yeah, maybe
because you're in the air.
Yeah, it's possible. Either way, it looks really cool. Okay. So, man, here's where we get some crazy stuff. Some crazy combo extensions. So,
Bonk.
so the first we got to point out here, though, that the combo they're showing, this you can only do from a punish counter. Because they're showing
Or
Guile.
drive rush.
Or drive rush. So Guile is whiffing the heavy kick. It's just really, this is subtle because, we're going slow motion. But just keep this in mind when we're explaining this combo. So this is crouching heavy punch into Thunder Knuckle, into feint, into another crouching heavy punch. So in Street Fighter 4, there's the infamous Fierce Feint Fierce FFF combo from C.Viper, where she did an absurd amount of damage from punishing opponents, where she could go heavy punch because of the feint into the Seismo, and that's like her party starter and does a lot of damage. So it returns in Street Fighter 6. However, she can't just simply do a raw crouching heavy punch into a feint, into a raw crouching heavy punch in Street Fighter 6. It has to be from
only sometimes.
Yeah, it's only from a punish counter. So if you block a DP or something, or a whiff punish, or a shimmy, or from a drive rush, like you said, Mir. So just keep that in mind when we go over this combo. So now she drive rush cancels the second crouching fierce into a standing heavy punch. Now this is where it gets crazy, because Fierce Feint Fierce was already a tough combo to begin with, but she goes standing heavy punch, super jump cancel, because it's not, her standing heavy punch is not normally special cancelable. Super jump cancel into the knuckle, into the feint, into crouching heavy punch.
Yeah.
So if you are striving to be a C.Viper expert, you're going to have to do this combo, guys, non-stop. This would be like a B&B for C.Viper. Constantly using feints and super jump cancels to link your heavies together. So, like, this combo is already insane to begin with.
This is like that one picture of SpongeBob with the broken fingers.
Yeah, man. So, punish counter, crouching heavy punch, thunder feint, crouching heavy punch, drive rush cancel, standing heavy punch, super jump cancel, thunder feint, crouching heavy punch, Seismo. Now, we saw from the gameplay footage at TGS Mirror that from a drive rush cancel, this is actually unoptimal. She can do even more than this. She can go drive rush cancel into standing heavy punch, and because of the forward momentum, she's closer. She can go into super jump cancel into thunder feint, crouching heavy punch into thunder feint into crouching medium punch. So she go heavy medium into into whatever. So that is crazy. And then you can drive rush cancel that crouching medium punch, guys, into another standing heavy punch, super jump cancel, thunder feint, crouching fierce, thunder feint, crouching medium punch. Yeah, wow. I hope Capcom goes all out on those trials, Mir, because they're gonna be a doozy. Right, what do we got here?
The crouching heavy punch is gonna do so little damage. They're just gonna
doesn't matter, they'll be dead by that point. Okay, so we got Seismo. Boom. Super jump cancel. Is this a ground or air, Mir?
Let's see. Ooh. What is it actually? Let me look at it again.
Uh-oh.
It's the air version, I think, because she has she's leaving the ground first. Yeah.
Okay, air version. Bam. And
it
it's
seems
not
like
over.
That's the one you want for juggles. This is a OD burn kick. Grounded OD burn kick, I should mention.
One burn kick's not enough, Mir. We need two.
And as we see it as a hitbox going up.
Yeah.
Reminds me of kind of like Kenzo Nidatsu and what was it in Street Fighter 5 also had the hitbox going up.
I'm thinking of Akuma's OD demon flip in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Good times, man. Good times. Okay, so yeah, air super jump cancel burn kick into OD burn kick, which seems to have a good juggle state, and she can cancel that into her level 2.
Yeah.
The startup of this level 2 looks amazing, Mir. I love it. It looks so good. The pose, the Tron pose, it looks great. Really cool. So Her level 2 though, Mir. So first off, it kind of looks like it would be an anti-air super, and I think I've seen the CPU attempt to use it, but she doesn't actually like punch upwards. She actually punched kind of like forwards.
It's a little short.
Yeah,
and also obviously incredibly unsafe. We know it's invulnerable at least.
Yeah, we know it's invulnerable.
You could be using this as a reversal, but it could easily be outranged.
Was this her Ultra too?
Yeah, this is definitely a reference to the Ultras for sure. Or yeah, the Ultra 2 specifically. It's backwards. I think that in Street Fighter 4 she does the sliding kick first and then the the electricity.
Yeah. So level 2s normally are your utility super. But for C.Viper, her level 1 is basically her utility. So the level 2 though, even though it's invincible and the anti doesn't look like the best, one thing I can point out about it is it has absurd corner carry. So you can see kind of like where Guile is. And at first I thought that this automatically puts you in the corner, but it doesn't. But it pushes you really far when she does that slide. So I think in this footage though, it shows her pointing Guile into the corner. So that's like one utility aspect of her level 2. And another interesting thing is like it's a ground super, and she's canceling the OD burn kick into it. So that's interesting as well. Just how she
because technically the OD burn kick is it starts grounded, so probably it's considered the landing as grounded as well.
Yeah. It definitely is something you can like buffer into her level 2 and it'll automatically do it as soon as she touches the ground.
Kind of like a OD Rhino Horn for...
Yeah, that's a good example. Pretty much. All right, what do we have here? The big DI. By the way, I like the swoosh of her DI animation. It's really cool. How she accelerates forward. And it's kind of funny too, Mir, because like in Street Fighter 4, she had a really bad focus attack. Like it was one of the worst focus attacks. It like seemed slow. It just didn't have good range. So now she gets a good DI.
I mean, universally the DI properties are pretty much the same across the cast, right? So at least that much is consistent.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thing that's worth mentioning is, especially if you have a level 1, you can probably do a lot out of a DI because you get a full standing combo.
Yeah, that's true.
Landing a DI is definitely powerful.
So what do we got here? We got crouch and heavy punch. Just into Seismo. What is going on here? Why does she do this? She goes.
So she's doing a super jump cancel into the Thunder Dash feint so that she can do a raw drive rush pickup.
Okay, cool.
So this is only 1 bar.
Wow.
Well, sorry, 2 bars.
Yeah, 2 bars. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the super jump cancel.
Right.
And she goes crouching heavy punch again, and then she does OD.
This is the first time we see it.
Yeah, this is the first time we see it.
So it does 2 hits. Cool. Into level 3 now.
Yeah. Hiya.
So C.Viper doesn't have to worry about that Ultra 1 dropping all the time. Man, and once again, we got one of those animations where the opponent fights back. Look at that. Bam! Hits her glasses. Uh-oh. Big mistake.
Where we're going
to the moon. Look at Guile. No, another bad matchup. Bam. Look at that pose. Wow, cool. Did we see the CA version of this, Mir?
Yes. Yeah.
We do see it. Okay. Do you know what she does? I don't think I've seen it.
To be honest, I don't remember.
I like how the knuckles are smoking.
I have seen it.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I have the video open in the background. I guess I can go and check it out.
Okay. I can't play it past this part, chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna get exposed. Apologize. No, Grace in the chat's already ready. No, I can't show it. I can't. No, apologize. I can't say no. One of her many secret identities. That's a cool pose, though. Let me see her level 3, what it would look like if she whiffed it. It's kind of tough to say because she just combos into it.
It's pretty short range. I know that there's quite a few people that have talked about it when from reports from TGS.
Oh, okay.
That mentions that the level 3 doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be interesting because it seems like our level 2 or level 3 don't really go very far.
Mm-hmm.
And the level 1 goes upwards rather than horizontally.
Yeah.
So our supers might just not be very good range.
Right.
Which again would suit the play style of Viper being more kind of like a neutral skip up close character in the sense of she doesn't really have strong footsies, not traditionally anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see how it is in this game, but crouching medium punch, doesn't seem like it goes very far. Crouching heavy punch is probably comparable range. So her big whiff punishment probably would all come from like standing median kick into a super.
Mm-hmm.
And we already have established how you have to basically do a super jump cancel into a super. So that's arguably gonna be pretty hard.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's it. That's the trailer, Mir. Dude, cool once trailer. Again, if you guys are huge C.Viper fans, or if you guys are concerned about her being toned down or more accessible because of Street Fighter 6, we went over aspects of her that makes her even more technical than Street Fighter 4 in some cases. Now with meter management, meter follow-ups on her specials, and now managing the install with her, and the amount of depth she has with the super jump cancels and feints. She's gonna be really crazy, man. So hopefully you don't have a lot of people that are like, man, I'm gonna main C.Viper day one, and then they see how hard she is to play and like, oh, never mind, I'm going back to my. But I really hope there's a whole bunch of pro players expressing that she feels strong already, and a lot of people are just ready to get to the lab, and there's someone who's gonna really like showcase how insane she is, because just looking at the CPU footage, there's already some wild things that you can do. Like her combo potential is so insane. And her mix-ups look really crazy as well. So a lot of unanswered questions still with these burning kicks, Mir, like how plus they are on block, how much can she abuse them, and how to counter them. But it's just so nice to see a character that was known for being technical, and Capcom kept it very faithful, and they obviously chose it for a reason. And obviously with the hints of World Tour, they knew C.Viper is going to be in this game since day one. And she was a very high requested character, and she's going to fit perfectly in this game. And yeah, man, she might be one of the most difficult characters to play. So, and hopefully she's really strong too. What do you think about her design?
Well, I was going to say the question that I always have for these sort of characters is that you basically have to balance them in a way where they're fair, even though they're difficult. So on a competitive level, if you are a professional player, would you play a character that is considerably harder than any other character if she's also not the best character in the game?
Yeah, because I'm just gonna play Bison, bro.
But unironically, that is really the question, right? You'd rather play Bison and win,
right?
And play C.Viper. Maybe
I was
have
just
the
kidding.
time of your life and then lose.
Yeah.
So
no, you're right. Yeah.
What the professional players are gonna do, right? Because obviously there's plenty that are huge fans of this character, and they might stick with her because, or at least initially, because they're people that really enjoy playing C.Viper. But I think it's very important that obviously for many professional players it's their livelihood. So we kind of have to hope that she's competitively not just viable but particularly strong. Because like again, the mechanical difficulty is supposed to kind of like balance out her potential.
But the mechanical difficulty is there, and that's what fans wanted. They want this technical, difficult character, and even if you're not a pro, I'm sure a lot of players are gonna just enjoy labbing with her in general, even if they're not even playing in ranked, So and showcasing like, hey, look at this cool combo. It took me 200 attempts, but hey, here it is on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
very exciting to just play her. Um,
Hmm.
and and with that in mind too, like the game is in the healthiest state it's been. We have insane character variety in all the majors this year for season 3. So I'm sure. I mean, bro, we even have Dogra playing Elena, bro. We have Pugera playing Sagat.
Hmm.
So I'm sure someone's gonna try out C.Viper, and like I said, the early impressions of C.Viper from all the pros that got a chance to play her for a little bit. Everyone says that she seems strong, and obviously, it's impossible to tell before she releases. But just look at the footage, I'm getting the vibes that she is very strong. Her damage output looks very high, and her potential is obviously very high. And she's just they're really kind of breaking out of the norm with the latest characters with Elena and Sagat, how they play. And C.Viper is
Hmm.
no different, where this is going to be one of these characters, like, for the first time, that is just not about throw looping and putting you in the corner. Like, however, she's also not a character that's going to play straight nooch either. She's just a character that's going to be all in your face and super threatening that you need to get control over, or she's just going to run you over. You know what I'm saying? So it's just very exciting. I think she's just a perfect character to bring in the game from what I've seen.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, again, just really hope that people stick with her, because this is the sort of character where you need someone that is really dedicated to fully unlock her, potential.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I fully expect this to be sort of like a Rashid situation, where at first people are gonna be, kind of lukewarm about it, like maybe she wasn't as strong as we thought, but over time, I think people will become more consistent and really make the character shine. Now, having said that, I don't know if they will be as competitively relevant over time, but like it still will take some time to get used to the character. And obviously, the counterplay is also something else that is going to advance at about the same time. So I'm curious, just curious, really, to see what's gonna happen, because this is just a very different character. The fact that she has the ability to use one drive to extend
Mm-hmm.
everything, and the super jump, and that's very unique to her. So it's cool that like they're experimenting with different mechanics unique to characters.
Well, thanks so much, Mir, for breaking this down with me. Man, we did pretty good for just the two of us. It's
Yeah,
still
that was
pretty long,
fun.
but we don't have to wait too long for C.Viper, guys. October 15th. So get ready. Get ready to head to the lab, man. I can't wait to mess around with her combos, man. Super sick character.
But the
But
combo video is gonna be hard.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, the combo videos. Oh, man, you're gonna have fun with that, Mir. I can't wait to see her trials too. I wonder if they're gonna hold back on her trials. I'm sure there's gonna be some fierce, faint furiouses in there. But let us know in the comments below what you guys think of C.Viper's design, how faithful Capcom was, and they gave her more. And I just cannot imagine what they're gonna do with Alex, man. But yeah, we will keep you guys posted on C.Viper, and of course expect some guides when she releases. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Right. Bye bye.